What's up guys, this is Benjamin from the Music Academy, where our mission is to make music simple. So in the last video we learned all about the Nashville number system, which is the most essential thing for you to know as a beginner musician and pianist. So if you haven't watched that yet, go ahead and click that little eye icon, watch that video, and then come back to this one. In this video we're going to be expanding upon what we learned in the Nashville number system so that we can play all 7 chords in both the left hand and the right hand. So as a recap, in the last video we learned that we have in the Nashville number system a 1 chord, and that's the C chord, a 2 chord, a 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, and 1 chord. And then we learned that you can virtually play just about any song if you know just those 7 chords. But we only did that in the right hand, so you might be thinking, wait, like I want to play in both hands, I want it to sound full and big. And so that's what we're going to dive into in this video. So let's say I'm playing the 1 chord in the right hand. So remember we learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. If I'm playing the 1 chord, what I'm going to do in the left hand is play just the root note. And the root note is the first note of the chord, right? So in the 1 chord, we've got a 1, 3, and 5. And so that makes the root note the 1. And so in the left hand, we could also do the same thing, 1, 3, 5, but instead of playing all 3 notes, we're just going to play the root note. Fairly simple, right? So if we were playing the 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, what we're going to do in the left hand is just play the root note. So just the 4. If we're playing the 6, 1, 7, 6, again, we're just going to play the root note. And so if we were to play all the chords in the Nashville number system, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So now if you want that to sound even bigger and even fuller, what you can do is play what's called an octave in the left hand. So if we're playing the 1, what we're going to do is play the 1 with your thumb and then also the 1 down the octave with your pinky. And we call this an octave because oct, that prefix, means 8, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes away from each other. So now again, what we can do is if we're playing the 1 chord, we can play the 1 in the octave in the left hand. Or if we're playing the 3, we can play the 3 in the octave in the left hand. If we're playing a 6, we can play the 6 in the octave, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Now if we wanted to get even more interesting, what we can do is add the 5th of the chord in the midst of that octave. So to make it simple, the pattern for this is called pinky, pointer, thumb. So if we're playing the 1 chord in the Nashville number system, all you have to do in the left hand is play an octave on the 1 and then add your pointer for the 5th. And then again, you just walk up with that. So for the 2, octave on the 2, pointer on the 5th. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And take note how when you add the 5th of the chord, it really just brings more fullness to the overall sound on the keyboard. Now one more thing before we actually add this to some popular songs, what we're going to do is now break up the chord, right? So let's say we're playing a progression like a 4, a 1, a 6, and a 5. So typically we would just play those block chords, right? So now, instead of just doing that, what we're going to do is break up the chord so that we're going to play 1 note at a time and make it more rhythmic as opposed to just playing the blocks the whole time. All right, so it might sound like this. right? So this is something that you want to experiment with when you're playing chords. Just try breaking it up in different and unique and creative ways, and it can really bring a lot of life to your playing on the piano. Okay, so now that we have a little bit more context of what to do in the left hand, let's go ahead and apply this technique to the same 3 songs we did in the last video. So first, the song All of Me. So remember how the chord progression for this is a 1, 6, 2, 4, 5. So we're gonna go ahead and play the 1 chord, and then the 6 chord, and then the 2, and then the 4, and then the 5. And so again, we don't want to just play block chords. We could, because all of me loves all of you, loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. But now what we want to do instead is actually just break up the chord and start to arpeggiate the chord. 'Cause all of me loves all of you, loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, and I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose and win. Cool. Now let's do Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. Again, the chord progression for this is a 4, 6, 4, 1, 5, 1. Now we're going to apply the same technique using the octaves and fifths in the left hand, and then again that thumb, middle, pinky in the right hand. So we're going to start on the 4, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go to the 6, and then back to the 4, and then to the 1, 5, 1. And again, we'll break those chords up, arpeggiate it a little bit so that it sounds more interesting to the listener. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Awesome, and the last one we'll do is Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. Again, this chord progression has a 1, 6, 4, 6. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, 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 girl. Good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, 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 girl. Ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Can't stop the feeling. Cool. So guys, this is the beauty and simplicity of the Nashville number system. Once you understand it, just music in general becomes so much simpler. So I really hope this has been helpful, and if you want a deeper dive into this style of education, we have a 6-month piano program that's designed to take anyone who is a beginner pianist, someone who may know literally nothing about piano, all the way to the advanced level. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that link in the description below, and then we'll see you inside. All right, see you guys.